How's it going, you crazy sniping people? I'm Mirage the Amazing Gamer, and welcome back to part 2 of the Battlefield Hardline Beta series. And now this one here, we're going to talk about the second mode that was available to be played on for the beta, and this was the most popular out of the two, and this one would be Blood Money. Now, like I said before, back in part 1, this was definitely my favorite mode out of both of them, because there was a lot more moving around involved. The only moving around that really was involved in the first mode, Heist, was to just haul your ass to the main objective. But here, it's a lot more going to take money and come back to your vault and drop off cash, go steal money from theirs, and I'll explain that in just a sec. But it was unfortunate that this beta only allowed you to play it in normal mode. I would have really liked to play this mode in hardcore. If I was able to play this mode in hardcore, that would be awesome. I mean, there would be so much more action and so much more realism that goes on into it, but, you know, it is what it is. Because as you guys know now, I like playing hardcore. There's a lot of Battlefield YouTubers out there that play normal, and I don't know why they play normal mode, because it's not, and they always talk about realism and games being realistic and everything, and it's not realistic whatsoever. The hardcore mode, it's much more realistic, but that's a conversation for another day. But anyway, let's get on the Blood Money. Now, if you guys don't know how Blood Money works, basically what it is that on your team, whether you're the terrorists or the cops, whatever, you're going to have your own vault. And the opposite team is also going to have their vault. And there's going to be a bank vault in the middle of the map. And what you got to do is, at first, your team and the other team has got to get to that bank vault and steal cash and bring it back to your vault alive. And whatever team has $5 million at the end, whose team is ever the first to get $5 million at their vault wins. And there's lots of different things that can be twisted on this. Like, you can go to the other team's bank vault and you can steal cash from them. That can definitely happen. But the catch is that each player can only hold $500,000 on their back. So when you get to a vault and you keep collecting cash and you're holding down square and you're just having it rank up, you will only have 500,000 cash. That's the only max amount. But, you know, still with having, you know, 12 players on each side, $500,000 for each one, that's definitely a good number, at least if you want to get to 5 million. But that's the general, you know, like, picture of the whole mode, which I really did like this, because like I said, there was a lot of moving around, a lot involved. I mean, you always had to be watching your back. But now let's get down to the part of it that I think they should improve on. The main thing that I really think they should improve on is when you're trying to shoot somebody or kill someone and you're trying to steal cash. That is the most aggravating thing in the entire mode. I cannot tell you how many times I have tried to take cash and I see a guy right in my sights. I try to level him down, but it just doesn't work. The controls in there are so screwed up. So you're trying to, I mean, you could just imagine how annoying it is. You got one thumb on the square button, because you got to sit there, hold down square, and you have to make sure that you get cash. But you also want to make sure that nobody is going to get your back. So hopefully you already have your gun reloaded, because if you don't, then you gotta stop, reload your weapon, and then keep going with the cash, which that also is annoying. But if you grab your controller right now and you just imagine this, when you are sitting there and you have to go to your vault, try this. You gotta hold down square, so you put your thumb on square, and now you gotta move around. So you gotta grab your other hand and you gotta try to move the joystick. Move the joystick that turns your head, and you also want to make sure that you're in a good position. So you got to use that exact same hand that you're moving your head with and move your body. And at the same time as you're doing this, you got to be able to push down L2 and R1 to fire. Now, I don't know about you, but that's pretty much impossible. I mean, it's extremely uncomfortable. It's almost impossible to do. I have only gotten probably maybe 5 kills out of the entire time that I have played this beta trying to take money from that vault. And it's extremely difficult. I tried messing around with the settings to see if it would make any difference. It doesn't. So I hope in the future, when the final release does come out in October, I hope they do decide to make better adjustments for it. Which I'm not sure if this is permanent, but they have. I was actually at GameStop a couple of days ago, and they did say that they're most likely going to bring back the full game till 2015. Now, like I said, I don't know if that's 100% sure, but that's what they said. And you know, when it's GameStop, they know their stuff. So I don't know. That's what they said. But overall, though, besides the whole the whole killing while waiting for the money, besides that, I really enjoyed this mode. I didn't really have much of a problem. Right here, as you can see with me with the sniper rifle, this was the general part that got kind of annoying for the normal mode. It was either the guy had to be over 50% dead to kill him, or just had to be a headshot, which that's another thing that I like hardcore over normal mode. In real life, if you get shot with, whether it's, I don't know what kind of caliber you guys really want me to think of, but whatever it is, a 50 cal or whatever, if you get shot with it, you're definitely going to be hitting down. Like right there, you just saw me take down that carrier guy in 2 shots. When the first shot traveled right through the money bag, right into his spine. Now tell me something. If you're running and you get shot with whatever kind of bullet, even if it's a 22, and you get shot right in the spine, are you going to be still running? Because you got to remember, even if you do have body armor on you, the force and the pressure from that bullet and round is going to keep moving forward. So the exit wound is always going to be bigger than the entrance wound. So, I don't know about you, but that's pretty unrealistic. But, yeah, this was, overall, this was a very interesting mode. I thought it had a new concept to it, and I do have Dice's back on, and Visceral's back on the whole cops and terrorists and everything. They're not really terrorists, they're criminals, but you get the gist. I still like it, though. I still really like it, and I think this game does have hope. I think this game will definitely be a success. Even though they got a negative on the beta, I think it'll definitely do well. But that'll wrap up this series for the Battlefield Hardline beta. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of it, and I will see you all in the next video. Take it easy, guys.